My whole thing is
Yeah.
that, though, like, I guess I got a question. I want to phrase it like a question. My whole thing is some of it, like even with the Steve Harvey, um, stealing jokes, quote unquote, from what's his name, Mark, the other, the
Oh
other
yeah,
dude.
yeah, Mark
Yeah.
Curry,
Mark
yeah,
Curry, I
Pretty
think
much
it
got
was.
my whole
yeah.
issue is where y'all be at when stuff is going down. Like, I don't want 10 people coming out the woodworks. Like, keep speaking on it. Keep speaking on
No,
that.
but sometimes no, sometimes
Question.
it takes a louder voice. So it's like in the army. You as a
Mhm.
when we was all in the army, you as a private, you as a specialist, you can't go say shit to the fucking sergeant first class or the platoon the platoon leader. You got to talk to your squad
Yeah,
leader, and then if they start to speak up, then maybe you might be like, yeah, I do feel a type of way about that.
My whole thing is like,
Cat Williams is up there
y'all better. I need documentation.
where he could talk.
Y'all, I personally need documentation of you saying
It's coming out.
it
It's
happened.
coming out on X.
Not all the time. I'm talking about when it first
yeah.
happened. It happened in 2000.
Oh, when
Nigga,
it first happened, yeah.
2000. Like, y'all just hollering now at
Yeah.
this point. Because what do I believe at this
And
point?
that
I'll put myself in the shoes of Steve Harvey if somebody lying on me. Why all these folks come out the woodworks? What would
that's
y'all let me know?
Yeah.
that's
Like,
what
nah,
I
bro.
was
You
alluding to.
got to see
Like
it from every side and every angle. Like, I ain't saying he lying, but at the same time, where y'all was at?
that's what I'm
Where y'all was
saying.
at with this stuff before?
That's what I'm
I
alluding
don't,
to.
I don't
All
want
this
to hear
stuff.
that.
I think it's them worried about losing opportunity at the end of the
Yeah.
day. They
Nigga,
speak
I
on
already
somebody
did.
else that's higher, losing
Strictly,
opportunities.
bro, strictly
It's
out Steve,
politics.
strictly out Steve Harvey situation. He been took off. What you got to lose?
Yeah.
Exactly.
He ain't
It's
got nothing else to
politics
lose.
though. But it's relationships. It's like Cat was saying in the interview. He was like they all got their own little group. Said Steve
Mhm.
and whoever else. They plugged in. It's like you had Taraji P. Henson come out recently about the pay factor or Monique and how she was talking about with Tyler
Mhm.
Perry and Oprah and all of that. If you cross these people, you're gonna lose your opportunities. Where Monique? You ain't seen Monique in a minute, have you? So
I'm a
50,
Monique.
50 gave her that little part and
I'm a.
Yeah.
50 though,
I'm a.
50,
power.
50,
I'm a.
50
Talk.
is
Hey,
50 a
I was
different type of cat too.
years ago.
50 is like one of my favorites.
Yeah.
That's but like to Slick point, he's saying if all of this stuff transpired, why come now and say it? That's what got me questioning.
But
Or is it really
okay, because
is this happening?
sometimes it only take one person though, because once Cat said, somebody else might feel more comfortable. All right, man, I ain't want to be the first one. Like when
Yeah,
Monique said
it's
it,
like
then other
it's
people were
like
coming
it's like
out.
Hollywood. Think about it like this. Okay, perfect example. Same thing that what they're going through right now, where you're saying like, oh, why you ain't say something? Then it go back to
Yeah,
like when we was in the army and they used to have like the sharp stuff. Like,
yeah,
oh, why wasn't you saying that First Sergeant such and such was having sex with all the
yeah,
with the private? Oh well, I didn't want to be have somebody say something against me or have it held against me until now you start building up. You build more confidence as you see, oh shit, I'm not the
yeah,
only one.
Bro.
Shit like that.
I'm only using it as a personal example. If I care about it, I'm
Yeah.
gonna speak. I don't care who listen.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna know that. Hey, that nigga was saying that a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So that's my whole take on it. I ain't saying I don't know who telling the truth. It's
But
some
then
truth.
But
I also don't think that I think a lot of people just trying to take Cat back because they probably seen how everybody think he lying, and probably Curry probably didn't even care at the time, like, oh, it is what it is. But now that Cat's speaking on it, it's more like, oh well, I'm not gonna let my nigga look like a fool, so I'm gonna just
Yeah.
speak up now and be
Okay.
like, oh yeah,
You can't be
Not
no
gonna
Mama
lie,
did do
overbearing
that.
type of nigga, bro.
Because
some
if
some
if
some of this
if
seems.
Adrian stepped out and said something, and it happened to me already, I'm gonna speak up. I'm like, oh yeah, my boy ain't lying. Like this did happen. This that, and third, and that happened to me. This that,
I
just
just
like
I,
this.
I just ain't say something because like that's part of the business. It's politics.
But now
Yeah,
Like
you got just like with the Bill Cosby thing, right? One chick came out and said something. Then all of a
hmm
sudden, 50 people like, oh yeah, me too.
Bro,
Yeah.
everybody is like that. Deshaun Watson from like
Yeah.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
I can't say
But the tricky part with like when you start to bleed, and I brought it up as far as with the sexual harassment stuff, but the tricky part with that is you can't impose your sensibilities on how you want to react to certain things on other people. Me, yes, hey, it's like that. You got that actor, Jesse Reyes or Jesse Keys or whatever that, and we all know allegedly he talking about I
your
don't
boy.
want to throw no names out there,
Your boy.
but he talking about a high end billionaire.
Yeah.
And like me, you're not reaching for my dick and you're not getting punched in the face, dick. Like you getting hit. It's not happening.
Bro.
Like you might say something, I'm gonna check it. But then after you say something and I do something to tell you like, hey, that ain't that type of party with me. I respect you and all that. Have your fun, and then you still try me. Then you catching something.
Yeah, I'm just
But
talking
like,
about personal preference. Like it
yeah.
make me look at it a little bit different, regardless of how it is. I'm just talking for me personally. Like I just know how I am, so I know everybody ain't gonna move like that. But again, where these thousands of supporters was at, like it took me to be the one. Like, bro, no, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you're
be
the bigger one.
I'm gonna be the one. I don't care if I'm the smallest one, the biggest one. I'm gonna be the one.
Man, if I feel so strongly about something, I'm gonna speak on it as it's happening. I'm not gonna wait 20, 30 years and be like, dang, bro, I did kind of say this joke in the back room and he went out front and said it.
Nah, but there is power
No,
and there's a power.
it's too
There's a
late.
power. But Ken, you gotta think about it like this: there's power in notoriety. Like while yes, Mark Curry he had his run. His run was up around the time like it was years after that Steve stole his stuff. So my role is done. So now, like perfect example. Let's say you ever met a celebrity or something,
Yeah, I met a couple people before.
right? So one of those people, let's say you met R. Kelly. So I don't want to go too wild with it. But let's say you met that celebrity and something happened to you and you put something out there. Nobody's going to hear it because who are you?
Shit.
But nobody's going. You're going to tell some people, but nobody's going to care. But as soon as, let's say, the same story comes out and Michael B. Jordan says, "Oh yeah, this person touched me or some shit," and it's been happening for a while. Now, and you don't even know if Mark Curry did say something back in the day. He just didn't have that stature at the time to and I'm calling out names, but I don't even know if this is these people's names, but he just didn't have that stature at the time to get that amplified. Some people might have heard it, not enough, but Katt Williams heard it. Katt Williams' voice got put out there because of the platform he got put on, who he was talking to, the type of people he talking about, and who he is. So there's power in that notoriety. He just had all the right factors to now have all these people come out of the woodwork and be like, you know what? Hey, I've been saying this for years, or hey, it did happen to me and I didn't say anything because who the hell am I?
But what is you coming out? What is it doing for you? Like nigga, he already used a joke. He made you
People on Stephen M.
It's
Head
too late.
now.
You might as well just sit down and shut up. Like you speaking
No,
up.
people know, but people know now. People
It
know
don't
now.
matter.
You go, hey,
This
you hop
is
on.
not going to tarnish Steve Harvey's legacy at all. Don't
Again,
I guess he already cemented. So you saying he
the
stole
money
my joke?
made. The most important thing is already done. The money is made. I don't care about your reputation. I wanted my money. Like especially if you're using my jokes, I feel some type of way about that. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, right.
But I know
No, but
he was saying something already because I heard the clips of him saying Steve was on some of that shit. But I'm just saying overall, like everybody, like, it's like if you ain't gonna say nothing for 10 years, just leave it alone.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
I don't wait 10 years to just over with.
Nah, bro, you got to still speak up on your homie behalf, so you're not looking crazy. I think that's the only reason why people coming out the woodworks.
Yeah. Because you know why I think everybody coming out the woodwork too is exactly go back to what I told you about with Katt take care of the comedians.
Yeah, they protecting
He
Cat.
been taking care of him. You think that $1,000 that Deion Cole got back in the day from Katt anonymously and him figuring it out, he not gonna leave him out there on the ledge now. He's like, oh nah, people gonna think Katt crazy. Let me put it out there like, nah, he really about the shit he say.
Because what's name too? Like you got to think, Bernie never came out really and spoke on how
He
all them
did.
people were doing
So
him.
he
Like,
didn't come out publicly, but Ed
yeah,
Lover, you know,
yeah, that's what I'm
Ed Lover, you
saying.
saw that?
Yeah.
Ed Lover came out today and was
So
like he believes everything Cat Williams
yeah,
put out because
so
Bernie Mac has said stuff about Steve Harvey
publicly, Bernie never said stuff
before
like
he
that. And
died.
I bet you, if Bernie was still alive and Cat said, "Oh, he said," he'd appreciate it, and that's why I think everyone coming out the woodworks because Cat is standing up for all these people, and he don't even got to. He could have just went up there because Ricky Smiley, Steve, and all of them went up there talking crazy and saying stuff about him and stuff. All he did was respond to a bunch of stuff at the end of the day and just added some truth on these other people
On some
doing
comedy, yeah.
on some
Bro,
comedy stuff at the end of the day. So now these other people are just coming out saying, just returning
it's
the
not
support back.